Yendi, in Aflau on Holy 98.5 FM, in Somanya on Right 90.1 FM, in Kumasi on Orange 107.9 FM, in Sunyani on Greener 95.9 FM, in Takrady on Premier 100.5 FM, Beach 105.5 FM, and Sky 93.5 FM, all of them based in Takrady. We are live on YouTube and live on Facebook. Do find our channel and follow the discussion and the news. You can also send messages on 0549 986 996. That's a WhatsApp number, 0549 986 996. Let's settle for details of our stories, and we'll go to the Ablekuma North constituency. The Electoral Commission has scheduled tomorrow for the rerun of elections in 19 polling stations following that dispute in that particular constituency. Recall that the Ablekuma North constituency currently has no representation. The NPP has said there were only 3 outstanding polling stations that required action from the Electoral Commission. The NDC has insisted that it was more than that. After a lot of back and forth, the Electoral Commission has given the all-clear for as many as 19 polling stations to be part of tomorrow's exercise. The NPP, through its national executives, led by the General Secretary Justin Frimpong Kodia, called a press conference and said the NPP was not going to take part in the election. They described it as an illegality. They had gone to court. They are waiting for the court to take action or make a determination. Meanwhile, yesterday, an interim injunction that they filed against the process was dismissed by the High Court in Accra. Now, 24 hours on to the election, after being told that the NPP had boycotted, the NDC said they were ready to go and then campaign for that particular seat. We saw Nana Ekuya Efriye. Now, she is a former member of parliament for Ablekuma North. She is the NPP's new candidate for this particular election. She was on the campaign platform campaigning. Fauzu Masawudu, a man who was sent to the constituency, caught up with her, and among the questions she was asked, why are you defying your bosses or the party to run for this election? Listen to her.
I'm contesting. Yeah, and I'm asking because this week we had a press conference here, and the national executive said we are pulling out of that election. That is
nobody is. I am contesting.
What's the preparations ahead of tomorrow?
We are fully prepared. What prepared? Tomorrow we are going for this contest, and in the first place, I want to say a big thank you to Almighty God for protecting us throughout the 7 months. We went for election on 7th December, and I won this election with 34,613. My opponent had 34,199. We collated this thing together. My polling agents, their polling agents, we went through all that. And we have now collated 278 polling stations. Those 278 polling stations, I am leading. I am leading with 349. 349. We were left with 3 polling stations. And then the Electoral Commission came to Parliament, swore under oath that we are left with 3 polling stations. Overnight, we didn't know what happened. And then they said we are going to go back and collect 19 polling stations. Now, what I want to say or put on record is that darkness can never cover light. I am the light. I am the truth and the light. I walk with grace.
So that's Nana Ekuya Efriye. She's the NPP parliamentary candidate for the Ablekuma North constituency. She's busy campaigning ahead of tomorrow, even though her party had said that they were boycotting that particular election. She's not the only one. We saw members of parliament on the NPP side descend in the constituency to campaign. We've seen Dr. Stephen Amwa coming from Inshaisu. We've seen David Opoku Ansa coming from Mprayesu. We spoke to both of them. We'll be hearing from them. Kennedy Ejepong, NPP flag bearer aspirant, was at the NPP headquarters today telling everybody, let's go and campaign in Ablekuma North. Let's go to the constituency and gauge the mood. Then we give you some of the sound bites from the various persons who are there campaigning. Fauzu Masawudu is with the Citi Newsroom, and he has been in the Ablekuma North constituency. We'll go to him in a bit. Let's hear from Davis Opoku-Ansah. He's NPP Member of Parliament from Praiso. He spoke to myself, Fred Jabano, and Sami Wiafi earlier today on Situation Room on Channel 1 TV, and he said he disagreed with the directive by the party leadership for a boycott of the elections tomorrow. He told us that the General Secretary of the party should, as a matter of urgency, convene a NEC meeting, even if it has to be via phone call, and declare that the party was part of the election for tomorrow. Listen to him.
The earlier decision by the party, the fact that we're not going to contest, but we resort to the law court, was clearly one that we thought that we had some legal backings and that we were going to win the court case. At least there will be an injunction on the election tomorrow. But that is not the case. The election is coming on tomorrow. Candidate that will be presented in the 2024 general election will have his face on the ballot paper. I think this general election will have his face on the ballot paper. I think this is fair on our part to contest. This is not a constituency that is a difficult constituency for the MPP. This is a constituency that in 2016 we won with over 38,000 votes. In 2020 we won with over 24,000 votes. It's just that in the last election in 2024, the Ghanaian people did not come out to vote. But even if you look at the results, look at what happened in 2020, look at what happened in 2024, in these 19 polling stations, I can tell you that the PFA won in the 19 polling stations. So what is it that we are afraid of? Yes, we want to protect the rule of law, but I feel that the court case and the elections would run concurrently. We could be pursuing the court case as well as pursuing this very elections. Because it takes a lot. I have contested for elections. I know what it takes. For somebody to say that he or she wants to avail himself to contest for elections, it demands a lot. And so we need to go in there. And at the heart of this one is representation. The people of Ablekuma North want somebody to represent them in Parliament. In 2024, we submitted a KFEA as our candidate, and the people voted for KFEA. The figures, if you look at what we have seen, clearly a KFEA won. And so what is it that we are afraid of? Let's go in there, grab the seat, the KFEA to our numbers, and make sure the NDC do not get absolute majority in Parliament. That is what is at stake.
But if you say that in these 19 police stations, you want majority of them, why is the Electoral Commission organizing fresh elections there when indeed you claim that you want in these majority of these police stations?
See, at the heart of this whole argument is that the Electoral Commission says that their species were destroyed by some tax from the NDC. Then MPP has our pink sheets ready. The NDC says that they cannot find their pink sheets. So if the Electoral Commission is saying that we should go and vote, which is not fair, let's go in there and vote. There have been MPs who sat in Parliament.
So that's Davis Opoku-Ansah. He's NPP Member of Parliament for Prime. So he's kindly in the Ablekuma North constituency campaigning. Another person campaigning is Nshaiso MP. We'll hear from him. But let me go to Fauzu Masawudu, who is a reporter covering the rerun, I beg your pardon, in the Ablekuma North constituency. Fauzu, you're welcome to Eyewitness News. So earlier in the day, you reported to us about how the MPP and the NDC both have groups that were doing door-to-door campaigns. Tell us more on how the campaign is climaxing.
Thank you very much, Sandra. Indeed, the campaign is climaxing, and I can't say on authority that the momentum for tomorrow's rerun is building significantly in the constituency. The campaign strategy really for both parties is a retail approach. So they are doing a lot of door-to-door, even though they are having a float within the polling stations or the areas expected to have a rerun. They are doing more of the door-to-door campaign. Currently, I am here at Radiant Way. Radiant Way is situated at the northern part of Odoko in the Ablekuma North constituency. And the reason why we are here really is that aside the fact that there are 2 polling stations expected to have a rerun within this enclave, some of the executives of the NDC have made a quick stop here, where they have a party office to have a meeting before they resume the campaign. And just a few minutes ago, Dr. Valerie Sawyer, who is the senior presidential advisor for governmental affairs, just walked in. A number of the party hierarchy also, members of the party hierarchy are also trickling in gradually. And so this, we understand, forms part of their itinerary ahead of tomorrow's campaign. So, Asanda, I can confirm that momentum is building significantly or gradually in the constituency ahead of tomorrow's rerun.
I see. So, who are some of the major persons you've seen in the constituency so far, or the key persons you've seen who are engaging in the campaign from both sides?
So from both sides, like you mentioned earlier, Stephen Amoa, who is the member of parliament for Inshiayesto, also Dr. Valerie Sawyer, like I mentioned, just walked in here. We are also gathering that the meeting that is being held here currently by the NDC, we are gathering that the party's national chairman, which is Johnson Asiodun Ketia, is very likely to join them for this meeting. That should tell you how crucial this meeting is. For the NPP side as well, we gathered that some members of the minority caucus will be coming to the constituency to campaign, but we are yet to have any information about their visits, if that has happened as yet. But from what we gather, they have not visited the constituency yet. So far, these are the persons, the notable figures that have gone the constituency to campaign for their respective parties ahead of tomorrow's rerun.
Fazul, the issue about the NPP boycott, what has been the reaction and response you've got from the party members who are on that float? Earlier, I saw a number of motorbikes with persons wearing blue shirts with the words Blue Army written on it, which depicts NPP members, which is similar to what the NDC did yesterday with Malik Basintali leading on motorbikes. What are these supporters saying? Why and how are they choosing to campaign when the party at the national level has said to them to not take part in the election?
So this is a question that I posed to the NPP organizer for the constituency and then subsequently to the parliamentary candidate, who said that once the EC had not taken the image of their candidates from the ballot paper, it means that they will go ahead to vote. And that was before, prior to the official confirmation by the NPP candidates herself. The constituency organizer for the NPP said that once a PFA, which is their candidate's photo or image, is on the ballot paper, they'll still go ahead to participate in the election. But the PFA later came out to confirm that indeed she's contesting. And clearly, there's been an argument about the difference to the party's order, like you have mentioned earlier. So that's the issue that she will have to iron out with the party executive. But the NDC in the constituency and those from the national level who have joined the campaign have described the decision by PFA as laughable. In fact, that has been their campaign message throughout. I mean, at some point, they told the constituents that for a party to have boycotted the process and then later come back to join, it tells how indecisive the party themselves are. And these are the words of the NDC. In fact, they campaigned to the constituents or the voters expected to cast their ballots tomorrow that if they go ahead to vote for a QFA tomorrow, that means that their votes will be rendered invalid. That has been their message, because the QFA and the MPP had earlier come out to say that they are boycotting the process. So, yes, that has been a central messaging strategy for the NDC as well in the constituency.
Sami, we've heard from QFA, the MPP candidate. Have you seen the NDC candidate? Has she said anything?
Yes, I just a while ago, before I got on the phone with you, we saw the NDC candidate, that's Irabna Oben, but she's tight-lipped. She says she would not say a word for now, and she directed us to speak to her party executives instead. But yes, we can't confirm a presence here at the office where the NDC executives are currently holding a meeting.
Thank you so much. That's Fauzu Masawudu. He's with me here in the Citi Newsroom. He's in the Ablekuma North constituency, following events there for us ahead of tomorrow's rerun of the election. And like I said earlier at the beginning of the show, the NPP national executives had directed that the party boycotts the election in Ablekuma North tomorrow. However, the candidate of the party would have none of it. She's in her sneakers and busy campaigning in the constituency, and she's supported by a horde of party members who are following her as they do whistle-stop campaigns, door-to-door campaigns. And the NDC on the other side also running the campaign. Let's go on the grounds now and speak to the NPP executives. Frederick Green is the constituency secretary of the NPP in Ablekuma North. Mr. Green, I've seen the irony in your name and the color of the NDC. Good evening.
Is it Omar Sanda?
Yes, it is Omar Sanda. How are you?
I'm good, my brother. How are you too?
I'm well. Maybe your name is the reason that the NDC did so well in the elections, from 20,000 difference to 400 vote difference.
It is Omar Sanda. If you look at the statistics and the percentage wise, you realize that the NDC only maximized their votes, but they never added on to their votes. Let's put this on record. While we couldn't maximize our votes, so because they're always within the range of 29,000, 28, 29, 30, and they never went above that. So if you said they closed the gap, it's because our people didn't come out to vote. So let's take that on record.
Okay, let's talk about tomorrow. The party scribe, your boss, the senior boss of your party, your chief administrator and CEO, Justin Frimpong Kodia, has said tomorrow's exercise, the NPP will not be a part of it. The party has essentially washed its hands like Pontius Pilate. Why are you there? Why are you in the constituency campaigning in defiance, apparent defiance of your national leadership?
I wouldn't want to talk much about this very one, because you know what the party said, you know the position of the party, and you have the press conference and all that. I'll be glad if we can put that on hold for now and look at the candidate. What is the candidate saying? Yes, the candidate believes that is what the party said. But looking at her enthusiasm, looking at her posture, she's still saying she wants to go into this election. Are you saying now and then that we shouldn't give her that moral support? Because she's got friends, she's got families, she's got constituency executives, she's got volunteer groups. All these people, key people even from the party, are calling her to wish her the very best. So let's drift away from the party statement, even though it is there and it's still valid. The candidate herself is taking a certain posture, which is pointing to a very positive direction, and that's what we are supposed to look into.
Are all NPP executives in Ablekuma North supporting Nana Ekuye-Afriye's decision to campaign and run for tomorrow's election?
As a secretary of the party, I can tell you, yes, we are supporting her.
Okay, so as secretary of the party, you are supporting a rogue member of your party, because what she has done, what she has done is she's gone rogue, and you are the representative of Justin Frimpong Kodia and the NPP in the constituency, and you are following someone who has gone rogue.
That's what I'm saying. Aside my position as a secretary, she's a good friend. She is even a family friend. So party first. Is that not what you pose? That's what I'm saying. The party's decision is the party's decision, and we still hold it in high esteem. But now let's move the whole thing.
I don't think you are holding it in high esteem, Mr. General Secretary. If you were, you wouldn't be campaigning in apparent defiance of what your direct boss has said.
But this is what I'm saying. Aside me being the secretary, aside me being an executive of the party, Epia is a friend. So if he came to me and told me, listen, Mr. Green, can you come and give me a hand? Looking at the enthusiasm, the euphoria, I cannot turn my back on her. This is a simple truth. And so we don't want to talk about what the party has said, which is there and is still valid. I'm not the one to come and explain what the party said. We know our General Secretary came out to have a press conference and boldly stated all this in favor of the party. Now, I am respecting that, but we are also supporting and helping Ekria Efriye, who is the parliamentary candidate, in the capacity as Ekria Efriye.
Mr. Constituency Secretary, are you conversant with your party's constitution?
Very conversant with it.
What does your party constitution say about disobeying party directives?
Yeah, of course, you'll be sanctioned.
What are the kinds of sanctions that will be meted out to a person who falls short?
Unfortunately, I've not got my constitution with me, but definitely you'll be sanctioned, but I can't go into the nitty-gritty. You understand what I'm saying?
Does it include suspension, for instance, or expulsion?
I've not gone into it now. I know there will be sanctions. But what I'm saying now
are
is
you ready to receive these sanctions if they are handed to you because of your actions tonight and tomorrow?
I am not. For now, the work we are doing and the work I'm doing, I'm not doing it in the capacity as the secretary, because so far as I'm aware, there has not been any official letter coming from me in terms of what do we call it, trying to get a polling agent or whatever and other stuff. Everything we are doing is in the name of AKFE, and that's what I know. So she called me as a friend, as a family friend, and I'm here to support her, and that's what is most important for me now.
But there's a thin line. In fact, it's inseparable, your position and your personal interest in that party, in the constituency. There's something called conflict of interest. You are clearly conflicted, and you chose the personal interest over the party interest. Are you ready to take the sanctions that would come with that?
And then a lot of people are likely to go down, if that's how you want to say it, because there are big ways in the party who have called her personally on the personal level to be there well, and this is no news. We can't hide from that.
If your general secretary were to be listening to you now, what would you say to him about what is happening there in terms of the big wigs that have come there to campaign?
I'm not in the capacity to say anything to him, because you can see the gap, constituency and national. You understand? If there's anything to be said, he is the one supposed to, utter them out. But we, even though we have agreed and accepted the decision of the party, we feel Ekia has reached out to us. She's spoken to us as a friend, as volunteers, as family members, that we should give her a hand, because she knows she legitimately won, but she's been robbed. And we want to share with her in this time of difficulty.
Does it mean you don't believe in the case in the court? Because that's what your party said, that, there's a case in court, let's wait for that first. Until that is done, anything happening tomorrow is an illegality. It means that you disagree with your party that what's happening tomorrow is an illegality, so that's why you're taking part? We still believe this is an illegality, but when we went to
so
you're going to take part in an illegality tomorrow? That's your plan? But
what can we do? This is how the current government wants us to believe that this is how it's supposed to happen, and so we are just following it. We know what is happening on Friday. It's not the best, because we won, but we have been robbed. We had only 3 polling stations left for collation and for declaration. What happened? Why are we having 19 polling stations as we stand now? Why are we going to have elections in these 19 polling stations?
Tomorrow, what will be your role at the election ground? Would you be an agent? Would you be monitoring? What would you do?
I don't have any role. Like I'm saying, I will help to a certain point where I feel I can help my sister, I can help a friend, and that will be it.
It's a very slippery slope for you, isn't it, tonight?
What do you mean by slippery slope?
It's a very difficult position for you to do what you are doing based on what the party has said and your personal convictions, isn't it?
Definitely. I won't lie about that, but like I can tell you, what happens if she wins? Are we going to accept her or not? She's a person, she's a human being. And she's fought so hard. This is a widow we are talking about. And remember, this is a former MP who knows the dynamics of this constituency. And I can tell you on authority, for every 10 people you take out in Ablekuma North, 8 of them are MPP. You can't take away that from us. from 1996 up till now.
And talking
NDC has never clinged on. They have never clinged on to this seat.
Which is going to bring me to my last question. Your former MPs, the Honourable Sheila Bartels, the Honourable Kwamna Bartels, and the Honourable Joe Appiah, are they on the campaign trail with you tonight?
They are all doing their best. I spoke with Honourable Joe Appiah, and then he's also doing what he can do as we speak now.
Very well. All the best, and thank you for speaking to us. Wish you all the best tomorrow.
Thank you so much, my brother. Thank you.
That's Frederick Green. He's the NPP Constituency Secretary for Ablekuma North. Let me speak to the Greater Accra Regional Director of Elections for the NDC, Joshua Alabi. Sir, you're welcome to Eyewitness News.
Thank you.
Since we spoke to you on our TV last night, many people are saying, which Alabi is this? You are not Professor Alabi, are you?
Yes, I'm not Professor Alabi. We are from the same town. Oh, basically, that's what we have in common.
From Nungwa?
Yeah, we are from Nungwa.
But you're not his son or his godson or anything?
No, not at all. Well, we are good friends. I mean, he's like a big brother figure to me. Some people call him my uncle, which I'm fine with. But we are not even from the same clan.
Oh, I see. But you look like him?
Not at all. I'm black. And I'm not at all as him.
Okay. All right. That's just me trying to understand who you are. Now, let's proceed. The election is coming up tomorrow, sanctioned by the Electoral Commission. How is campaigning for you as a party in the constituency? How is it going?
All right. So our people are poised. As I speak to you now, we have a location. We are undertaking our activities. We don't even expect anybody here, but if you see the people around here, you'll be shocked. So the party supporters and the masses are really poised for this election.
Can you win? Because traditionally and historically, that constituency has never gone green.
All right. So I don't know if you know the statistics.
Yes, the recent statistics.
You are struggling to win that seat. It should tell you something. The bottom line is that we won the seat. And we're going to just confirm that tomorrow. That's about it.
They said that they won the seat and that it was just because their people didn't come out. That's why you have this gap reducing from 21,000 to 400. And that if they get their people out tomorrow to vote, you will get zero.
If you go to play football and your star striker got injured and he doesn't feature in the game, will the results count or not? It
will count, but to be guilty with explanation.
That's the reason why people will not come out to vote for you. But the bottom line is that Ghanaians are seeing something different in the NDC now. And everybody want to join the train. And so Ablekuma North will not be left out. They've never been in opposition before. Ablekuma North always goes with power. I don't see them doing otherwise this time around.
Until this morning, it was clear for you. You were going to go almost unopposed. But now, the former MP and MPP candidate is on the grounds and she says she's winning tomorrow. Are you terrified?
Well, yesterday I stated on your TV that I don't believe the MPP. So we are not surprised. In fact, we were never looking forward to them not partaking in this exercise. And so we are fully prepared. We are not worried about their participation.
There's a fear that you would send government machinery down there and the powers of the state to intimidate voters. What guarantee and assurance do we have that there will be no intimidation tomorrow? The election will be safe. You are the governing party, and so it is your duty. You owe us a duty of care.
All right. Thank you very much for that question. You know, in the past where state institutions were corrupt to do what they are not supposed to do, their powers were taken away from them. Those things are things of the past. It's part of the reasons why the NPP find themselves where they are. We will not repeat their mistakes.
We wish you all the best. And okay, you can land.
All right. We met with the National Security Task Force today. They've given us firm assurance that everything will run smoothly. But we, as a party, are not doing any underhand dealings to create a problem for anybody.
Thank you so much, and wish you all the best tomorrow.
All right. You're welcome, sir. You're welcome. Thank you. Bye.
That's Joshua Alabi. He's the Greater Accra Regional Director of Elections for the NDC. Earlier in the day, the NPP MP for in the Ashanti region, the name has just escaped me, in Shaiso, Dr. Stephen Amoa, popularly known as Stika, had a pickup truck with speakers blaring MPP songs, campaigning for Nana Ekuyo Owusu Efriye Fauzi Masaudu and other journalists caught up with him and asked him, why are you here when your party has said don't campaign? Listen to him.
They are just abusing the power they have, the very power conferred on them by the Constitution, which talks about fundamental human rights. Look at what is happening. Look at what is happening. Now the mandate of the people of Ablekuma North is being undermined. The Constitution is being undermined. Rule of law is being undermined. So we want to stand in for the people.
No.
The voices that the people couldn't have actually applied or used.
Honorable, but clearly both parties alluded to the fact that there were some inconsistencies with verifying the
about these things.
Okay.
God is our witness.
Okay.
No MPP won. They know. Why don't they have the pin sheets? Then DC had, we had ours. So why wouldn't they bring them? Why? Because they have power. They are abusing power. This is what they've been doing all the time.
Honorable.
But the point is that you keep on arguing with me. It's your future.
No, I'm not
a
arguing.
country that democracy is being undermined, a country that human rights being undermined, a country that our constitution is not being respected, a country that institutions are being undermined. Think about your future. Is this right? What they are doing? It's not right. They did the same, Akwatia. Look at the same thing. They had to go to court for court rulings before. This is what they've been doing. Then these guys do not believe in, the Constitution. Adherence to the rule of law. And that is very dangerous. They are setting bad precedents. They are placing Ghana on a very vulnerable platform. And we are not going to allow that.
That's Dr. Stephen Amo. He's NPP Member of Parliament for Nshai, so he's popularly known as Sticker. This is Eyewitness News on 97.3 Citi FM. Now, you do know that the NPP has a conference next week in Accra, a national conference to confirm whether or not the party would elect a presidential candidate before other executives and whether that should happen in January next year. That's the key agenda. So, ahead of that, there's a task force or a planning committee that has been constituted to deal with that. Today, the planning committee met, and after that, Kennedy Japong, a flag bearer aspirant of the party, was at the party headquarters, calling on everybody there to go to Ablekuma North and go and essentially campaign for an Ekuye Free. He even went to his own TV station, Net2, to make that rallying call. Listen to him.
But almost decision automatically. Does he say the seat now? Ekoche anana. We have to go. And this for let me know and now for the home. And yes, sure say we a member. We have to go. Ranya Sami you banu unkuama na oba besia. Onunkwa and the echo fight for you. I see a woman, until any say the media me am we have to go. Always, who we know 19 polling stations. So we are on record. About 14 of them are the BIU winning. We only need to protect it. As of the general case, which is a workers for a Travosia, NDC for Travosia. It means what? Many opinion here. If he's a national executive, they should resume the decision. And we should all go. We have to go there. We cannot allow, say, NDC for no by elections. So which signal are we sending? NDC needs only one seat to get majority to test. They can take any decision in this country. They say they are short of one. Signal Ben, you must say, you boycott two. Now we are a continuous over there. And the Mumia, it's a Zambia now. Now, Rollins and Brasica, we fought. I didn't think the engine. You won't go on a memo now. We are your master and your master say, you go from now you go for. We are only going to protect Obano and in 1980, you bet to Abano Pepe. NDC will not winning. MPP will not winning. Ghana is for all of us. We shouldn't allow a group of people to destroy this country.
That's Honorable Kennedy Japong, former Assistant Central Member of Parliament and flag bearer aspirant of the New Patriotic Party, speaking on Net2 television, essentially in summary of what he said in Chi, that they should not give up the Ablekuma North constituency because that would give a very, very comfortable majority to the NDC in Parliament, and he is asking the party leadership to rescind the decision not to take part in tomorrow's election. and calling on party members earlier when he went to the party office to go to the constituency and go and campaign, and asking that they secure that particular seat. This is Eyewitness News on 97.3 Citi FM. The Electoral Commission called a press conference this afternoon. Deputy Chairperson Bosman Asari has spoken. We'll hear from him in a bit. The Ghana Police Service has issued a statement on tomorrow's rerun in Ablekuma North. We'll be telling you about that after this break. Please stay.
Eyewitness News. Be there as it happens.
Are you feeling tired after a hard day's work? Have you lost your appetite even for your favorite dish? Viral Blood Tonic is a nutritionally balanced, pleasant-tasting tonic fortified with iron and vitamins to boost your appetite and energy levels for high performance. Viral Blood Tonic, easy to take and good for the family. Viral from Danex Iting Starwin PLC. If symptoms persist after 48 hours, consult a physician. This advert is FDA approved.
Charlie, where are you?
Bossman, I'm at the bank.
Really? But your car is in front of your house.
Bro, my bank on my phone, Charlie.
Oh, how?
EcoBank, bro. With EcoBank mobile app, I can do everything, anywhere, anytime. Listen, I just checked my account balance, paid Ahmed's school fees, and sent money to my grandma at Walwale.
Oh, wow.
Wow. Masa, just download the EcoBank mobile app from the Google Play Store or the App Store, or dial *770# and be your own bank manager.
Manager.
Whether to pay bills or fees, to check account statements, send money across Ghana, abroad, and more, EcoBank mobile app has got it covered. EcoBank Mobile, making everyday people live everyday lives the EcoBank way. EcoBank, the Pan-African bank.
Life doesn't always go as planned. Maybe you dreamed of earning a degree, but something got in the way. Losing a parent, financial struggles, or life just happening. But what if I told you it's not too late? At Cracks Training Institute, we believe in second chances. With the ABE Level 6 program, your dreams are back within reach. If you hold an HND or a 2-year diploma and have valuable work experience, this is your opportunity. The ABE Level 6 is recognized by Ghana Tertiary Education Commission, GTEC, and equivalent to a bachelor's degree. But that's not all. It also qualifies you to enroll in any university in Ghana for a master's degree. And here's the good news. Admissions start this August. This is your moment. Don't let it pass you by. Take the first step towards rewriting your story. Call us today at Cracks Training Institute on 0552 222217, 0552 222217, or visit cracks.edu.gh.
Let your voice be heard on Eyewitness News on Facebook at facebook.com/Citi97.3, Twitter at twitter.com/Citi973, and Instagram at instagram.com/Citi973 with the hashtag Eyewitness News.
You're welcome back. This is still Eyewitness News on 97.3 Citi FM. Let's do some other stories now. The Electoral Commission has dismissed claims that its decision to hold a rerun in 19 polling stations within the Ablekuma North constituency was influenced by external parties. The Commission described the allegations as false, stating that the decision was made independently and in the best interest of voters in the constituency who have been without parliamentary representation since January 7, 2025. Addressing the media ahead of the rerun scheduled for tomorrow, Deputy Commissioner Dr. Bosman Asari explained that the move became necessary after efforts to reach consensus with all stakeholders failed.
The NDC on their part noted that as a party they will not accept the results from the 37 scanned pink sheets because they were provided by the MPP. In their view, there should be a rerun at the 37 polling stations because the pink sheets from the MPP were scanned copies and there was nothing to compare them with. Again, on Tuesday, 1st July 2025, the Commission met the representatives of the MPP and the NDC to discuss the completion of the coalition. The parties informed the Commission that their positions put forward in the meeting on 12 June remained unchanged. It is important for the public to understand that the issue in contention has to do with the fact that the 37 pink sheets provided by the MPP and used to collate the results were scanned copies. After extensive deliberations, the Commission came to the conclusion that it will rerun the election in 19 out of the 37 polling stations. The Commission arrived at the decision to rerun the election in the 19 polling stations because the 19 scanned polling station results used for the collation, though approved by agents of both political parties, were not verified by the presiding officers responsible for those polling stations. The Commission was able to secure the confirmation of 18 presiding officers of their scanned pink sheets. The Commission was of the view that once its officers were legally charged to conduct the elections at the polling stations, and they have also confirmed the scan results, there was no need to rerun the elections in those polling stations. As you have noticed from the presentation so far, the Commission's engagement with the MPP and the NDC was to build consensus on the completion of the parliamentary election in the Ablekuma North constituency due to the stalemate. It is obvious from the above narration that the Commission's efforts had yielded no results. It is also important to note that the collation process in the Ablekuma North parliamentary election has been transparent, participatory, and accountable. The agents of the political parties have been present throughout the collation, as was the media. The media have provided coverage of the entire process on each day that the collation took place. The evidence of the transparent and open process is on record. The Commission's attention has been drawn to an unfounded accusation that it has been influenced by certain individuals to pursue the rerun. We state categorically that Ghana's electoral management body is an independent body and will not be dictated to by any person or institution. Our track record speaks for itself. The Ghana Police Service and the National Election Security Task Force have assured the Commission of their readiness to ensure security before, during, and after the rerun. We count on them to guarantee that lives and property are protected, and that voters and our staff will work in a safe and conducive environment tomorrow. The aftermath of the 7th December election, the processes to complete the collation in 12 constituencies have created fear, not only in our staff, but voters in general. We trust that the police and the National Election Security Task Force will provide the needed security before, during, and after the process so we can vote and work in peace. On our part, as the electoral management body, we are desirous of bringing the election in the Ablekuma North constituency to a conclusion and to ensure that the constituents have a representative in Parliament. We have thus provided a path to complete the collation process so as to ensure that the residents of Ablekuma North have a representative in Parliament. We assure the public and the political parties that, as always, we will live by our motto and ensure that the rerun is fair, transparent, and credible. We wish the two contestants the best of luck at the polls tomorrow, Friday, the 11th of January. Thank you for your attention.
So that's the Deputy Chairperson of the Electoral Commission, Dr. Bosman Asari, talking about tomorrow's exercise. Another group that has an interest in tomorrow's exercise is the Police Service of Ghana. The service has issued a statement. Fafa, please, what is it saying?
Well, the statement says the Accra Regional Police Command wishes to assure the public of its preparedness to provide adequate security before, during, and after the parliamentary rerun at Ablekuma North constituency scheduled for Friday, 11th July 2025. The Electoral Commission has designated 19 polling stations within the constituency for the rerun, and police personnel will be deployed to all locations to maintain peace, law and order throughout the process. In addition to polling station security, police will monitor vehicular and pedestrian traffic around the voting areas. Strategic barriers will be mounted to prevent unauthorized access to polling stations. The Accra Regional Police Command appeals to the public to cooperate fully with security personnel, observe electoral rules, and help maintain a peaceful atmosphere. Now, the statement finally says the public is encouraged to report suspicious activities or individuals to the police immediately by calling 18555 or 192, and the statement was signed by Juliana Obin, Superintendent, Head of Public Affairs at the Accra Regional Police Command.
Thank you so much, Fafa Kotifa. And let me say that we here at Citi FM and Channel 1 TV, we have not boycotted the elections tomorrow. So we'll be there, Channel 1 Television, Citi FM and our website, citinewsroom.com. We'll be bringing you live coverage of the Ablekuma North election rerun. Friday, 11th July 2025, that's tomorrow, and we are starting our coverage from 7 a.m. So please do join us on TV, on radio, and online until the results are declared and the people of Ablekuma North have a representative. This is Eyewitness News on 97.3 Citi FM. Let's go to the Ashanti region. The president of the National Concerned Small-Scale Miners Association of Ghana has been arrested by the Police Anti-Illegal Mining Task Force. Jeff Boatin is the national administrator. Mr. Boatin, welcome to Eyewitness News.
Good evening.
Why did your boss get arrested?
First of all, let me greet your listeners. So it's reported that he was arrested for intervening on the arrest of illegal miners. Let me state it emphatically and be clear. My boss or the president of this prestigious association did not intervene in any arrest. Over the past couple of weeks, there's been serious reports of operations going on by the police, the military, the national security on various mining sites that hasn't been sanctioned by the Ministry of Lands and Natural Commission. Lands and Natural Resources. We were there on Monday. We met the PRO, who is Madam Mausi. She stated clearly to us that only one task force has the license or the warranty or the backing of the ministry to visit various illegal mining sites and apprehend or stop those operations. So the president, all he did was try to find out where the operation was coming from. So he confronted those leading the operation. And then in doing so, he was arrested for questioning where they are coming from, knowing very well that the ministry is only backing NIMOS to do all these illegal mining and the stopping of all these illegal mining activities.
You said the ministry is backing what?
NIMOS. It's a task force set up by the Ministry of Lands and Natural Resources.
And you said it is being backed to engage in an illegality?
No, it's being backed by the ministry to stop illegal mining and run all operations on illegal mining.
Fantastic. So your association, I believe, does not agree with illegal mining?
At all. Association does not support or agree with illegal mining.
Are your members not part of this task force, or at least do you not work with them?
We as an association are the ones helping all miners to get their papers in order, get their licenses in order to mine and mine well, so everyone can benefit, the country as a whole can benefit.
So is that what your president was doing before he got arrested? Because the claim is that he intervened and the intervention was not a positive one.
That is why I said initially that I'm emphatically saying he did not intervene in any arrest. He was there to question the operation, to know its source. Because everyone now when you're mining, everyone at all can come to your mining site and then demand money and claim they are from the military or they are from the national security or from any other security institution. And that has been going on for a while. So as miners, they are frustrated. And they look to their leader to defend them and to help them curb that problem. Because legal miners have been going through this problem for quite some time now. They've been quiet about it, but we are going to come out.
I see. Now, where is he? Do you know where he's been kept and what's next?
We are currently at the Nkawie district headquarters where he's written a statement. We are working on getting him bail and then we will be out of here.
Thank you so much for speaking to us, sir.
You're welcome.
So that's the Jeff Boatin, his national administrator of the National Concerned Small-Scale Miners Association of Ghana. And in relation to mining, the Chief Executive Officer of the Ghana Chamber of Mines, Dr. Ken Ashigbe, has called on the Attorney General to recall the docket on the case of the attack on our correspondent in the Western Region, Akwesi J. Nim, by Galamseyers at a Galamsey site in Wassa, Amenfi West District of the Western Region for further investigations into the kind of charges against the accused person. Speaking at a seminar in Takrady on mining laws and mine security organized by the Chamber of Mines for judges and police investigators, Ken Ashigbe questioned why the police would just charge the accused for just assault and not charge him with the Minerals Act, which is Act 703 and 995, to enforce the laws against galamsey. He therefore called on the Attorney General and the Ghana Journalists Association to ensure that the case is reopened. This is Eyewitness News on 97.3 Citi FM. Fafa, what else do you have for us?
Well, the Accra Regional Police Command has arrested one person in connection with the killing of an immigration officer whose charred body was found in a gutter near the GBC satellite area opposite Comet Estate in Accra.
Let's go on the phone lines and speak to Lucky Dan Ose Mensah. He's a nephew to the person that you're talking about, the deceased. Hello, sir. Welcome to Eyewitness News. Our condolences. When did the family get to hear about the death of your family member?
Okay, that was yesterday. We had a call from the Comet police station that they have found a dead body around that place, so you should come and see if that's our relative.
When did he go missing?
That was Thursday on the 3rd of July.
What did he say before he left, if he said anything at all?
He told me that he's going to meet a friend to collect something. He will be back in a minute, and that was it. I didn't hear from him.
Did he say who this friend is?
Yes, please. He said the person is highest bright.
Is that the person who has been arrested by the police?
Yes, please.
Where he left you, how close or far is it from where his body was found?
Okay. It's really far because we stay at Ashoman Estate, Jinyame House, Jinyame Barracks. So where we found the body, it's really far from where we stay.
So the police have done DNA, or you have done some medical to be sure that that's really your brother, because the report is that the body was burnt after he was killed.
Yeah, the body was burnt, but part of his face wasn't burnt completely, so we could identify him by his face.
Do you have any? So the police suspect this bright person.
Yes,
is that a suspicion you agree with too, based on anything?
Yes, please, because he was the last person who called my uncle to meet him. So.
Do they have previous dealings? Do you know him? Is there any issue?
Well, the bright, I don't really know him. I haven't met him before, but he was the person who saw my uncle last, and the right confirmed that he met my uncle and gave him an amount of money.
He has been arrested now. Do you feel that justice will be served?
Yes, I do feel that justice will be served for my late uncle.
In the meantime, what is the family doing next?
Okay. For the meantime, the family is based at Kumasi, so we want to go back to Kumasi and do some family gathering before we can proceed. But on 23rd of this month, we will be going back to court.
Very well.
The case is...
Very well. So you proceed with the case in court while you also do the arrangements, funeral arrangements, I presume, with the family.
Yes, please.
Our condolences once again, and thank you for speaking to us.
Okay, thank you too.
That's Lucky Dan Ose Mensah, his nephew of the immigration officer whose charred body was found in a gutter near the GBC satellite area opposite Comet Estate in Accra. His name was Stephen King Amwa. This is Eyewitness News on 97.3 Citi FM. We have another crime-related story, Fafa, don't we?
Yes, a mobile money vendor has been shot and killed by suspected robbers at Quarters Junction, a suburb of English Yamanfro in the Gas South municipality of the Greater Accra region. The victim, 21-year-old Desmond Aja, was returning home from his shop around 7 p.m. on Wednesday when he was attacked and shot multiple times. He died while receiving treatment at the English Yamanfro Polyclinic. An eyewitness recounted the incident to Citi News.
In fact, he's a customer to all of us at the junction there. So everybody is closer to him. So as at 20 past 7, I came out from my room and I met him and I said, oh, Desmond, I will need an amount of 150 cedis. He said, oh, he's short of cash. Then I rushed to my office to pick cash. On my return, I heard a gunshot. And then there's one woman rushing, and the children told her that she should stay back because there is a gunshot. I was in a room and they came and told me that it was my brother Desmond that they were shooting.
That was an eyewitness to a shooting incident at Quarters Junction, a suburb of English Amanfo. Meanwhile, relatives of the deceased are calling on the police to carry out swift investigations and bring the perpetrators to justice.
And the people who did that, they are among his friends. So he's come to the family house for help.
When my aunties heard the shots, they couldn't come out to help him. If you've taken the bag containing the cash, why kill him as well? Probably because he had seen the faces of the criminals and would be able to identify them to the police. I'm urging the police to investigate this situation.
Investigate him very well because.
Well, you heard a relative of 21-year-old Desmond Aja who was shot dead by robbers.
Eyewitness News. Be there as it happens.
If home is where the heart is, then let's go home, shall we? Let's go where the entertainment is, where the passion is, where the laughter is, and sometimes even the tears too. Let's go where we feel safe enough to share our opinions
and send tweets,
where we do that embarrassing little dance to our favorite song. Let's go home where the love, the care, and the joy live.
There's no place like home. Connect your home to super fast internet with affordable data bundles from MTN Home. Visit broadband.mtn.com.ga or your My MTN app to sign up today. Everywhere you go.
Oh, jump on now. Go, the go. Gugomi, at what time when you come back where I don't hear the sound of your car? Why you buy new car?
No, I don't change my car. It be the same ride. It be the fuel way I change. Way one shouts it. Ever since I started using the all-new Excellium Premium Fuel, fortified with 3-in-1 action. Oh, Joe, now my car they run like electric car. No, it's so.
This is the type of fuel where they want to. Because now engine they cost. Where they want for way if I buy it, it go protect my engine. And with the small way I buy, I go drive, sir.
Absolutely. It's like strapping a turbocharger to your engine and giving it a protector. And what they bust my mind self be the 3-in-1 action, no? Excellium they prevent up to 99% of deposit. It be anti-wear, some be anti-corrosion. Won't pay when I open them.
Hey, so where can I find this magical fuel?
Just head over to any Total Energy service station and your car will thank you.
Hey, then make a finish Magobe fast, then rush go Total Energies. My friend, but why your hand Magobe inside?
I give you info. Make a fill the gobe too small.
The go.
Excellium is designed to protect your car engine, decrease fuel consumption, and lower CO2 emissions. Don't say fuel, say Excellium. Choose Excellium, choose quality.
Charlie, Chairman is still not here. What at all could be the issue? Calm down. I'm sure you'll be here soon. Oh, guys. Sorry I'm late. Kotibab me for road. Sake of my insurance expire. Some long issue, Charlie. Chairman Pan. Hey, you make Kotibab sake of you forget to renew your car insurance when you can get your car insurance sticker instantly on Hubtel. And best of all, you can set a reminder to renew. Simple matter. Just install the app, enter your car number, and oh la la! Your instant insurance sticker is there. Oh really? Make I do am now before I forget. But Edemu, Charlie, see. Edemu, insurance sticker need Edemu one time. I can even renew it every month. Wow, Charlie. As for this one today, as usual, the sitting is on me.
Visit hubtel.com/app to download your Hubtel app and set a reminder to renew your car insurance today. Hubtel is everything you.
Eyewitness News. Be there as it happens.
Get the details. Every significant financial transaction, every market movement, and all the policies that affect your business. Citi Business News. Be informed.
Time now for Citi Business News on Eyewitness News. I am Melody Fafa Botufe. The details now. The Bank of Ghana has issued a directive mandating all virtual asset service providers or businesses that deal with digital or crypto assets operating within the country to register with the central bank by August 15, 2025. The move is part of efforts to bolster financial stability and develop a comprehensive regulatory framework for the growing digital asset ecosystem. Here is more.
The required registration applies to both local and foreign virtual asset service providers offering services to Ghanaian residents, whether through a physical presence or digital platforms. Affected services include virtual asset exchanges, digital wallets, custody and settlement services, and issuance or sale of crypto assets such as stable coins and initial coin offerings. In a statement issued on July 10, the Bank of Ghana clarified that registration does not amount to a license to operate or imply legal recognition or approval. However, failure to comply may result in sanctions or disqualification from future licensing opportunities. The central bank's move comes amid increasing global efforts to bring virtual asset activities under regulatory oversight, particularly to prevent financial crimes, protect customers, and ensure the integrity of the financial market. Virtual asset service providers and other stakeholders in the digital finance space are encouraged to take immediate steps to comply, as this development is seen as a precursor to broader reforms in Ghana's digital finance sector as the central bank seeks to strike a balance between innovation and regulation.
Nete Ajaho with that report. Away from that, government has hinted at an impending review of the GIPC Act to better position the institution to meet current investment trends and deliver effectively on its mandate. Minister for Trade, Agribusiness and Industry, Elizabeth Ofusue-Jare, disclosed this during the inauguration of a new 10-member governing board of the Ghana Investment Promotion Center. There's more in the following report by Citi Business News' Daniel Sakiti.
The newly inaugurated board is chaired by Akwesi Oponfosu, with other members including Dr. Zachary Amumuni, Dr. Audrey Smoke Amwa, Deputy Minister for Trade, Agribusiness and Industry Samson Ahin, Deputy Finance Minister Thomas Nyako Ampem, Chief Executive Officer of the Ghana Investment Promotion Center, Simon Maji, and 4 others. During the inauguration ceremony, the Minister for Trade, Agribusiness and Industry, Elizabeth Ofusue-Jare, underscored the critical function of GIPC in driving Ghana's investment agenda, while hinting at a review of his law to align with current trends.
I am confident that you know the mandate of the board for which you have been called to serve, primarily to bring foreign direct investment to Ghana. We are looking at your law again to make it more robust, more effective, and to help you achieve your mandate as reposed in you by Excellency the President of the Republic of Ghana.
Chairperson of the new 10-member governing board of the Ghana Investment Promotion Center, Akwesi Oponfosu, on behalf of the board, pledged to deliver on their mandate.
We do not take this responsibility slightly. We pledge that we are committed to supporting your efforts in achieving the vision of His Excellency the President in transforming this country.
Daniel Sakite filed that report. Meanwhile, the GIPC has launched an investment opportunity mapping project aimed at identifying and documenting investment prospects across all 261 districts in the country. Chief Executive Officer of GIPC, Simon Maji, speaking to the media, says the initiative is expected to enhance investor visibility in regional prospects and stimulate economic activity beyond urban centers.
The IOMP is actually a tool to educate investors about the other opportunities in the other regions. We are not saying that investment shouldn't come to Greater Accra, but there are great incentives to invest in other parts of the country. And that's what we are trying to do. But the overall objective is for us as a country to have a single source to go to if you want to understand opportunities that are in this country. Every other country, if you go, there are places that you go to for them to give you the opportunities they have. So there are priority areas, but then there are also opportunities in regions, in districts, which we may not know of unless we go out and find it and market it and have it data-driven. We want the investment that we conduct to be data-driven. So we are not general in our assessment or in our presentations, but then we are very very specific as to if you go to this district, this is the opportunity there, this is how to tap into that opportunity, and this is what you need to do, or the local partners that are available. Part of this IOMP is also our regional expansion plan, because we have to be aligned with the 24-hour economy, which is the country's drive towards sufficiency in food production, encourage manufacturing.
You heard CEO of the Ghana Investment Promotion Center, Simon Maggi. Now, government is pushing for deeper bilateral cooperation with Portugal. This comes as President Mahama is targeting a partnership with the Portuguese government for the establishment of a national airline. Addressing Portugal's new ambassador to Ghana, President Mahama stressed the strategic importance of restoring national air connectivity, pointing to Portugal's strong aviation expertise through companies like TAP Air Portugal.
Till today, the most famous tourist landmark in Ghana is the Elmina Castle, which was built by the Portuguese several centuries ago. And so our ties are historical. We also appreciate the fact that the Portuguese National Airline flies directly to Accra, and so that improves people-to-people relationship. I've flown it before. When I was going to Brazil, I went through Lisbon with TAP, and then we tapped to Sao Paulo. And so I have experienced your national airline before. Ghana itself is trying to re-establish our national airline, and at the appropriate time we'll be looking for partners, and maybe if Portuguese, your national airline is interested, we could do a partnership. But we want to expand economic relations with Portugal, and we believe that we can attract more investors to come and invest in Ghana. Ghana has a lot of natural resources, a lot of land, a lot of water. So for agriculture, for agribusiness, for mining, oil and gas, I mean, there's so many opportunities that we have here, with a market size of almost 35 million people. And then also with the African Continental Free Trade Area, it's possible to reach a market size of 1.3 billion people in Africa. And so we believe that forging stronger economic ties and inviting more Portuguese business people to come and do business in Ghana would be a win-win, both in terms of investment and also in terms of creating employment opportunities for our young people.
That was President John Dramani Mahama. Consumers could soon enjoy more affordable poultry product as the government projects a significant reduction in prices over the next 2 years. The expected relief comes ahead of the official launch of the Nkwonkitinkiti project later this month. The initiative aims to integrate over 55,000 households into the poultry value chain and reduce Ghana's heavy reliance on imports. Speaking to Citi Business News at the Agribusiness Launchpad and Accelerator program organized by Impact Food Hub, Deputy Minister for Food and Agriculture John Dumelo said the policy will stimulate local production and increase food security.
Hopefully this month in July, and it will be launched I think somewhere in the north. But the truth is we are targeting 50 anchor farmers, where we're going to give each of the 50 anchor farmers 80,000 beds, which is 4 million beds. And then we are also targeting 55,000 households across the country, where we'll give them, I think, about 150 or 200 beds each with cages and feed. And then also for those farmers who have the range of about maybe 2,000 or 5,000 beds they too, we are going to give them free beds and feed across the country. And so within the next year or two, I'm sure that a lot of poultry will be very affordable, hopefully, and then everybody will be able to afford it, and everybody will literally be a poultry farmer as well.
You heard the Deputy Minister for Food and Agriculture, John Dumelo. Meanwhile, the CEO of Impact Food Hub, Dr. Mavis Urekwasare, stressed the importance of supporting farmers to enhance productivity and scale operations to meet demand.
People have struggles, they have challenges, they don't know where to go for advisory, they don't know
where to start from. So I thought this program was very important in the sense that we wanted to bring people together, let them know what the space is about. If you want to go into farming, what do you need? If you have an idea of, wanting to grow a crop, there are certain things that you should be aware of. For instance, what kind of soil are you dealing with? What varieties will do well in the piece of land that you have. Agro processing is also big for us. We believe that, about post-harvest losses are high, in different, with different commodities. So we want people who have ideas about wanting to go into value addition.
You are the CEO of Impact Food Hub, Dr. Mavis Orekwasare. And that's all for this edition of the Citi Business News on Eyewitness News. I am Melody Fafa, but to fair up next is Point Blank.
Eyewitness News. Be there as it happens.
Your family's health should never be a worry, no matter where you are in the world. Are you a Ghanaian in the diaspora, a foreign resident in Ghana, or a Ghanaian looking for the perfect health insurance plan for yourself or your family in Ghana? Then the Apex Ebusiapa health cover is what you need. A comprehensive health insurance plan to protect your loved ones. From hospital stays to life-saving treatments, we ensure quality healthcare at an affordable cost. Apex Ebusiapa health cover. You don't just send love home, you secure it. Visit Apex Health Insurance at Zion House, Boundary Road, Shashi East Legon, or call 0540-128-256 or 0501-683912. Apex Ebusiapa Health Plan. Global love, local care.
Oh, jump on now. Go, me. At what time will you come back where I don't hear the sound of your car? Why you buy new car?
No, I not change my car. It be the same ride. It be the fuel way I change. Way one shouts it. Ever since I started using the all-new Excellium Premium Fuel, fortified with 3-in-1 action. Oh, Joe, now my car they run like electric car. No, it's so.
This is the type of fuel where they want to. Cause now engine they cost. Where they want for way if I buy it, it go protect my engine. And with the small way I buy, I go drive sir.
Absolutely. It's like strapping a turbocharger to your engine and giving it a protector. And what they boss my mind self be the 3-in-1 action. No, Excellium they prevent up to 99% of deposit. It be anti-wear, some be anti-corrosion. Won't pay when I open them.
Hey, so where can I find this magical fuel?
Just head over to any Total Energy service station and your car will thank you.
Hey, then make a finish my go be fast, then rush go Total Energies. My friend, but why your hand my go be inside?
I give you info. Make a feel the go be too small.
Go.
Excellium is designed to protect your car engine, decrease fuel consumption, and lower CO2 emissions. Don't say fuel, say Excellium. Choose Excellium, choose quality.
Still unbeatable. Republic Bank has slashed the Citi mortgage interest rate to a new low. That means it's more affordable to own your dream home. You enjoy lower monthly installments, save on interest payments, flexible loan arrangements, and more. Make the move. Own your home at a lower teen interest rate. But hurry, this offer lasts for a limited time. Visit any Republic Bank branch or send email to myhome@republicghana.com or call Accra 054-0109-649. Kumasi 054-0109-901 to apply today and enjoy a teen interest rate. Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Let your voice be heard on Eyewitness News on Facebook at facebook.com/Citi97.3, Twitter at twitter.com/Citi973, and Instagram at instagram.com/Citi973 with the hashtag Eyewitness News.
This is Point Blank on Eyewitness News. I am Umaru Sandama. Tonight on Point Blank, we are taking you back to the Ablekuma North constituency where there's a rerun of elections in 19 polling stations tomorrow. The Electoral Commission organizes our elections. Deputy Chairperson Eric Bosman-Asare called the media today to talk about the plans and preparations ahead of tomorrow.
In another attempt to complete the collation process, 25 polling station results were added to the collation. All the 25 carbonized polling station results were received from the MPP. It is important to emphasize that the said 25 pink sheets were not scanned pink sheets, but carbon copies from the MPP. Even though the NDC collation agents reported late that day, that is the 21st December 2024, the carbon copies had been authenticated. After the carbon copies had been authenticated by the return officer, The NDC agents were allowed to review and verify the 10 carbonized copies of the results presented by the MPP. Following that, the remaining 15 carbon copies were authenticated by both NDC and MPP agents for that day. The number of polling stations collated thus became 244. 37 polling stations became outstanding. On the 5th of January 2025, 17 polling station results were added to the collation. All the 17 polling station results were received from the MPP and confirmed by the NDC agents. This brought the number of polling stations collated to 261. It should be noted that the decision to accept the scanned pink sheets from the parties was unanimously agreed upon by the Commission and the political parties, that is the NDC and the MPP. This decision was reached because of both parties admitting that they no longer had carbon copies of the results in their custody. On the 6th of January 2025, 13 polling station results were added to the collation. All the 13 polling station results, scanned copies, were received from the MPP. It is important to note that the 13 scanned copies were confirmed by the respective presiding officers of those polling stations. All the 13 presiding officers were brought in to verify their signatures and results on the scanned copies. This brought the number of polling stations collated to 274. The presiding officers were made to confirm the scanned copies of the pink sheets due to complaints by the agents of the NDC. Once again, on the 8th of January 2025, 4 polling station results were added to the collation. All the 4 polling station results, scanned copies, were received from the MPP. Again, the Commission brought in their respective presiding officers of those polling stations. They confirmed the results reflected that of the pink sheets. The presiding officers signed their respective pink sheets to confirm their authenticity. On all of these days, both the NDC and MPP agents were present and witnessed the confirmation of the scanned pink sheets by the presiding officers. They also reviewed the scanned pink sheets. This brought the number of collated polling stations to 278. Thus, 3 polling station results became outstanding. It is important to note again that all these processes were captured on TV by the media. Other attempts that have been made to complete the collation since 8th January. From this point, the Commission made several attempts to collate the results without success. This is because the National Election Security Task Force was not able to provide us with the needed security. On 15th January 2025, the Commission wrote to the Ghana Police Service and the National Election Security Task Force to inform them that the collation on the 8th of January 2025 was not completed and requested for security to enable the EC to complete the process on Friday, the 17th of January 2025. In a press release dated 17th January 2025, the Commission was informed by the police that per the intelligence available to them, the exercise should be put on hold, hence the collation did not take place. As a result of inadequate security at the proposed collation center, party supporters invaded the offices and destroyed properties of the Commission, including furniture, doors, and louver blades. None have been arrested to date, although some of the perpetrators were captured in videos in circulation on social media. On 26 January 2025, the Commission wrote to the Ghana Police Service again, requesting for a meeting with the Election Security Task Force on the completion of the collation. In a response to our letter, the Ghana Police Service and the Election Security Task Force indicated that to ensure a peaceful and successful exercise, the task force has begun the consultative process for a convenient date and time for the meeting with all stakeholders associated with this exercise, scheduled to be held at the National Police Headquarters. On 4 February 2025, the Commission wrote to the Security Task Force informing them of the Commission's readiness to attend the proposed meeting aimed at discussing the completion of the collation. Once again, in a letter dated 17 February 2025, the Commission wrote to the Ghana Police Service to inform them about the urgent need to conclude the collation and requested adequate security. Whilst efforts to secure the cooperation of the Security Task Force was ongoing, the Commission engaged with the political parties on 26 February. During this meeting, the lack of representation in Parliament for the Ablekuma North constituency was tabled and discussed. The commission informed the political parties of the processes and its efforts to ensure police protection so far. The commission followed it up with another meeting with the MPP and the NDC on Thursday, 13th March 2025, with the view to move the collation process forward. The NDC at the meeting raised a number of issues and followed up with a letter to the commission. The commission responded to all the concerns raised by the NDC in their letters dated 17th March and 30th April 2025. Among the issues raised by the NDC was the lack of formal invitation to participate in the collation process, denial of involvement of NDC agents in the collation of the 25 scanned pink sheets on the 21st of December 2024, and concerns about the use of scanned pink sheets from the MPP during the collation of on the 5th of January 2025. The commission addressed all the concerns and highlighted the active involvement of agents of the MPP and the NDC in all the processes, and the agreement by all the stakeholders, that's the political parties, and the commission to rely on scanned pink sheets submitted by the MPP. On 28th March 2025, the commission once again wrote to the Ghana Police Service and informed them about the remaining 3 polling station results which were outstanding and requested for protection for the completion of the collation. In the same letter, the commission requested a meeting at the earliest convenience of the Ghana Police Service and the Election Security Task Force to agree on a date for the completion of the collation. At the scheduled meeting on the 10th of April 2025, the commission was informed that the IGP will be briefed on the meeting. On the 2nd of May 2025, the commission wrote to the National Election Security Task Force requesting a meeting on Thursday, 8th May 2025 to discuss the collation process. At the scheduled meeting on Thursday, the 8th of May 2025, the Ghana Police Service and the EC agreed to complete the collation process on Thursday, 15th May 2025, at the old headquarters of the Commission. Before the date for the collation, the police and the task force invited the Commission for a meeting on Tuesday, 13th May 2025, and indicated that they had been informed about a pending case with respect to the Ablekuma North constituency parliamentary results at the Supreme Court, and further indicated that in view of the legal process at the Supreme Court, they were unable to provide security to enable the Commission complete the collation, since it will amount to contempt of court. In a letter dated 15th May 2025, the Ghana Police Service informed the Commission. The Commission informed the Ghana Police Service that there was no injunction application granted by the court or any other process that prevented the Electoral Commission from going ahead to complete the process. So the Commission wrote to them that there was no case that will prevent the Commission from going ahead with the process. The Commission further requested for protection to enable it carry out its work. Furthermore, in the letter, the Commission requested a meeting the following day, that is Friday, the 16th of May 2025, for the purpose of agreeing on a date for the completion of the collation. The Ghana Police Service, in the response to the letter, informed the Commission that it had referred the issue of the completion of the collation of the Ablekuma North constituency parliamentary election results to the Attorney General for legal advice. They indicated that in view of the referral, the National Election Security Task Force will not be able to provide security until they receive the advice from the Attorney General. Since then, we have followed up with the police on several occasions. They have indicated today they have indicated they have not received the advice from the Attorney General. This put the collation process in limbo. In our bid to bring finality to the collation process, and in the light of the police decision not to provide security because, in their view, there was a pending court case at the Supreme Court, the Commission met with the NDC and the MPP on the issue. At the meeting on 12 June, the two parties presented their perspectives to the Commission. The MPP stated that the Commission should proceed with the completion of the collation as directed by the High Court. The MPP indicated that the scanned copies of the pink sheets had been verified and accepted by the NDC agents in the absence of original copies which had been destroyed by tax of the political parties. The NDC on their part noted that as a party they will not accept the results from the 37 scanned pink sheets because they were provided by the MPP. In their view, there should be a rerun at the 37 polling stations because the pink sheets from the MPP were scanned copies and there was nothing to compare them with. Again, on Tuesday, 1st July 2025, the Commission met the representatives of the MPP and the NDC to discuss the completion of the coalition. The parties informed the Commission that their positions put forward in the meeting on 12 June remained unchanged. It is important for the public to understand that the issue in contention has to do with the fact that the 37 pink sheets provided by the MPP and used to collate the results were scanned copies. After extensive deliberations, the Commission came to the conclusion that it will rerun the election in 19 out of the 37 polling stations. The Commission arrived at the decision to rerun the election in the 19 polling stations because the 19 scanned polling station results used for the collation, though approved by agents of both political parties, were not verified by the presiding officers responsible for those polling stations. The Commission was able to secure the confirmation of 18 presiding officers of their scanned pink sheets. The Commission was of the view that once its officers were legally charged to conduct the elections at the polling stations and they have also confirmed the scanned results, there was no need to rerun the elections in those polling stations. As you have noticed from the presentation so far, the Commission's engagement with the MPP and the NDC was to build consensus on the completion of the parliamentary election in the Ablekuma North constituency due to the stalemate. It is obvious from the above narration that the Commission's efforts had yielded no results. It is also important to note that the collation process in the Ablekuma North parliamentary election has been transparent, participatory, and accountable. The agents of the political parties have been present throughout the collation, as was the media. The media have provided coverage of the entire process on each day that the collation took place. The evidence of the transparent and open process is on record. The Commission's attention has been drawn to an unfounded accusation that it has been influenced by certain individuals to pursue the rerun. We state categorically that Ghana's electoral management body is an independent body and will not be dictated to by any person or institution. Our track record speaks for itself. The Ghana Police Service and the National Election Security Task Force have assured the Commission of their readiness to ensure security before, during, and after the rerun. We count on them to guarantee that lives and property are protected and that voters and our staff who work in a safe and conducive environment tomorrow. The aftermath of the 7th December election, the processes to complete the collation in 12 constituencies have created fear, not only in our staff, but voters in general. We trust that the police and the National Election Security Task Force will provide the needed security before, during, and after the process so we can vote and work in peace. On our part, as the electoral management body, we are desirous of bringing the election in the Ablekuma North constituency to a conclusion and to ensure that the constituents have a representative in Parliament. We have thus provided a path to complete the collation process so as to ensure that the residents of Ablekuma North have a representative in Parliament. We assure the public and the political parties that, as always, we will live by our motto and ensure that the rerun is fair, transparent, and credible. We wish the two contestants the best of luck at the polls tomorrow, Friday, the 11th of January. Thank you for your attention.
So you heard Dr. Eric Bosman Asari, his deputy chairperson of the Electoral Commission, speaking about tomorrow's rerun of elections in the Ablekuma North constituency. We on 97.3 Citi FM, Channel 1 TV, we will be there and bring you everything you need to know, inshallah. Thank you for listening to Eyewitness News. I am Umar Rusandamado. I did this with Fafa Melody Potufe. Production by Beverly London, Sami Wiafi, Julian Odami Asari, and Manuel Ayamo. The technical support came through from Daniel Squashi. Our online editor, Kwabena Wilson is part of the production tonight. Emmanuel Usu with the new media team who leads that team, and his members also supported the production tonight. Thank you so much for listening. We'll be back tomorrow at 17:30 GMT. Have a good night.